Happy rails to you. It's good to welcome back again. Happy rails to you. It's good to see you again. Happy rails to you. Please keep watching in. Hi everybody, this is G-Man. Been out in the shop out in the layout today, working on the layout, and I'm getting ready to quit for the day. But before I quit, I wanted you to see some of the progress that I've made. As such, the two buildings I had over in this corner, I took them out. I'm still just moving stuff around. I'm thinking about putting this water tower right here on the crest of that little hill. Making that permanent. This is one of the buildings that was underneath the ledge where the church is now sitting. The other building is back over here where I had it originally. And none of this is necessarily permanent. I'm just trying stuff out to see how it works. It's been over about a week and a half actually since I've been out here to work. As I said one time in the last video, my hand was getting better, but it still wouldn't allow me to do some of the things that I needed to do. And it's a whole lot better now. I still can't grip certain things and can't do anything with a tight grip. But I can work with that hand now. And so it is getting better. One of the things that I did do a week and a half ago, as you can see, this is still white. And it has not cleared off yet. But it is clearing. And this will, or should, set up completely clear when it's all done. But you can see some of the areas where it is finally drying out and getting clear. I've never had it taken that long before, but I've had the air conditioner on out here for the last 7 days, even though I wasn't out here. And I was going to shut it off, and after the third day I just decided to leave it on. I've got it down on economy, and so we'll see how it goes. Alright, I'm kind of in my own light here. But here's my military staging yard. And of course we got our other little side yard in there, and it's full. Now I'm in the process of weeding out some trains actually, so that some of my marks, so that I can have room to actually put some things. The majority of my operators are down here, and as you can see, I have 2 or 3 pieces of lino yet in that, and I probably have all together totally like maybe 10 or 12 pieces of lino, 5 or 6 engines, or maybe 7 or 8 engines, I don't know. But they're my favorite lino engines, and so I had duplicates on it that I hadn't repaired, and I've repaired them. And since I got rid of all the other ones I had, I've kept the duplicates. So, and that is what it is until I decide later on to get completely rid of all the Lionel. The DT&I is actually my first adult Lionel piece. I bought it when I first went back into old gauge trains at a train show, and then when I moved to Texas, I gave it to a friend of mine, and he gave it back to me here a couple of years ago. So that's the history on that. The Texas Special is one that got in a junk box, and it was all parts, and I rebuilt it, and they had painted it white like that, so I kind of liked it, so I just left it. I built this out of parts, this little fire car. That was my very first fire car, which I call it the 52C, because it's a custom job. I think I did a video on it when I first did it. This is the Minnesota and St. Louis engine and caboose, and I had 2 sets of those also. I decided to go ahead and get rid of a lot of my Lionel over the last couple of years, and I did, and one of the things I got rid of was my Minnesota and St. Louis. And then I realized that I really wanted to keep that. My sister had passed away, and she lives in Minnesota, and I still have my nieces and nephews in Minnesota, and so that train reminded me of her. And I was digging through the box after the flood, and I had that engine and caboose, and it had a little flood damage, but so I cleaned it up and got it running again and put it on the shelf. I actually have 3 or 4 trolleys. I think I had 5 or 6 of them at one time. You have seen, you can go to, if you're on the site, you can go back and you can see where I built these 2 cabooses at these 2 trolleys at different times. This is a Marx set. It's a New Haven set. I wanted that set for a long time, finally got it here about a couple of years ago, I guess. There's this Marx Santa Fe, Marx Allstate, the Marx Rock Island. Those are all E78s. There's my UP, my Santa Fe, my Marxtronics switcher, which I rebuilt, and it runs on electricity. It's no longer DC. I think I might have done a video on that. There's my Allstate switcher, and which actually I have an Allstate set. There's a couple other pieces to it somewhere. I have the Cape Canaveral set. I had 3 engines in the Cape Canaveral engine at one time. One with the scissor coupler and 2 with the knuckle coupler. I kept the knuckle coupler and got rid of the scissor coupler. This car here is a custom rebuild on that missile car. I did a video on that. There's my Rock Island switcher, New York Central, Missouri Pacific, and my Lehigh Valley. Each one of those I've had duplicates on. The Illinois Central, another New York Central, and the green I think it was Western Pacific. Over on this side is mostly steam, but there are a few diesel on this side. All these steam engines, a friend of mine is taking off my hands, except for my custom rebuild on the William Crooks, which is that red one there, red and black one. And of course these are K-Line engines, which I'll be keeping. And that's going to give me room. My Western Pacific diesel will be keeping, and the New York Central, and of course the Streamliner. Oh, just thought I'd share those with you. Never really given you a good view of them. As you can see, it's still a mess over here on this side of the layout. I am getting to it. I went through it quite a bit today, as you can tell, just by pulling out sitting track and setting up my staging fiddle yard. I still got a bunch of stuff that's got to come off and get put somewhere. Houses are discombobulated. Buildings. Got to rebuild that church. And it's just a conglomeration of cars. But hopefully tomorrow or the next couple of days I will get some more of this cleaned up, get some more of the layout actually done and complete. And then I can really begin to sort it once I get it kind of straightened up and see where I'm at. This engine is a Hornby Jep, a Bobo, and I'm going to be, of course, keeping that. Going to be seeing it running here whenever I get the layout finished. But anyway, just wanted to give you an update. I got this area finished. I've got the Army base in. I'm in my own shadow, so. And of course I've got those things standing there because they're holding the fence up. Should be set pretty good now. Sorry the picture's so dark. I got it close and my shadow kind of overshadowed the camera. Alright guys, well, as you can see, everything's still in a mess, and but I have been out here doing something, and I just wanted to give you a quick update and a review of the things that have been done. I did finish this. I completed this last time I was out here, got the road in, the bridge in, and got that all laid and done. I think it came out nice. It looks good. One of the things I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to build an overfly for the cars as they come out of the city to come over this track. Originally I was going to run the road down out of town, in between here, out across the tracks here, and then down all the way down. But now I'm going to have to build an overfly, starting here, coming over this section of track and over to here, unless I can figure out something else. Well guys, that's all I have for you for today. As always, if you love and enjoy working on, operating, building, customizing your trains as much as I do, then you should have Happy Rails. Happy Rails. Until next time.